Hi, my name is Madeline Davis, and this is my final presentation, Student Characteristics and Teacher Interaction, Learning Styles. So the classroom that I observed was at Chief Joseph School of the Arts in the Westdata School District, and I observed Mrs. Sumita Sani's second grade class. This was a class of 7 to 8-year-olds who were Caucasian and Hispanic, and there was 11 boys and 10 girls. So what is a learning style? So learning style is defined as one's individual approach to learning. So it's basically how you learn best. Research suggests that an individual develops his or her own learning style or cognitive style based on the socialization they receive through family and peers. So basically, how you grew up and what your family was like has a huge influence on what your learning style would be. So an example of this would be that a child that came from a very structured family environment showed a very analytical cognitive style, as opposed to a child that grew up in a less structured environment showed a more relational cognitive style. So here we have some examples of learning styles. So different examples of learning styles would include whether or not you prefer to work alone or in groups, if you need to see the context, so you're very holistic, if you understand abstract ideas, if you take a more fluid approach, or if you like to be more structured, and there is a lot more. So here we have it broken down into two different categories. So a field-dependent learner is someone who is very holistic, concrete, and they take a very social approach to learning, which means that they work well in groups. And they are also shown to be more warm, open, and sensitive, and they respond to gentle guidance and support. And then oppositely, a field-independent learner is shown to be more analytical and logical. They relate well to impersonal, abstract information, and they don't necessarily need context to understand an idea. And they also respond very well to direct verbal instruction, external rewards, and punishment. So why is identifying learning styles important? It's very important because if you know what way someone learns the best, you can tailor your teaching to help the student learn more effectively, and it's a lot easier on everyone, and it makes a huge difference when teachers understand their students better and their learning styles. So how would you apply after you start learning more about learning styles in the classroom? So one of the ways that I saw teachers applying learning styles was through utilizing Gardner's multiple intelligences, which is a list that Howard Gardner believes encompasses all of human capability. So using this, a teacher would be able to observe what a student falls under, and they would be able to come up with ways that help that student learn best. So as you can see to the right, there is the list. So there's logical, mathematical, linguistic, body kinesthetic, musical, spatial, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist. So somebody who was more musical might be able to learn their spelling words if it was made into a song, and then so on and so forth. So I observed so many different learning styles when I was in Mrs. Sani's second grade class. The school itself is based around the arts, so many of the students that I observed were very hands-on learners. I observed very many students that were very field dependent. They loved working in groups and socializing, and I noticed that the Mrs. Sani put those kids together, but I also did see some students that might be categorized as field independent that really liked working alone, and they responded very well to clear-cut and dry verbal instruction, and Mrs. Sani allowed them to be alone. and work by themselves because they were most comfortable doing so and they learned their best that way. And then the best example that I found when I was observing Mrs. Sani's class was math. So some students I saw simply solving the problem in traditional longhand. So I observed that to be very logical. I saw that other students drew a picture in order to solve the problem. They wrote it all out and drew it all out. And then lastly, some students actually used physical blocks to help them solve the problem, which would put them under the physical learning style. Mrs. Sani fostered each and every one of these ways for these students to solve the problem as long as the problem was solved correctly. And she had one student that did the longhand, one student that drew the picture, and then one student that did the physical block. She had them each show in the classroom so everyone could see everyone's different learning style and how they came up with the correct answer. So, taking into consideration everything that we just went over, I would now have everyone take out a piece of paper and write down one paragraph, which is at least 7 sentences, on how you learn best. And I'd like you to go into great detail, explain, do you work best alone or in groups? Do you need context? So an example of this would be, do you learn best through making a song out of your assignment? So go into great detail, and then I would like you to explain, using the terms specific to learning styles that we just learned, what categories you might fall under. So are you body kinesthetic? Are you musical? Are you a naturalist? And I'll let you take a few minutes and write that down. And then here's my rubric. So under the example, you can see students fail to provide. A 1 is students provided one example of a learning style, and then a 3 would be students provided multiple examples of a learning style. And then through details and length, students failed to provide, students provided minimal details in less than 7 sentences. And then for maximum credit, students provided adequate details and wrote 7 sentences or more. And then under Y, we have students failed to provide, and then student was not able to tie demonstration understanding of different learning styles. And then for maximum credit, student showed deep understanding of different learning styles and was able to draw conclusions using terms learned from the PowerPoint. And then lastly, we have a matching quiz. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to match the term on the left with the definition on the right. So we have field dependent, learning style, and then Gardner's multiple intelligences. So you would go over to the right and read the definition and then put the letter next to the term of which one matches. And then here are my references.